Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Alicia Keys to Ebro in the morning. What was that?
I don't know. I just felt
You got hype.
It's her own ad-lib for herself.
I felt it.
Alicia Keys looking beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Holding the pregnancy, looking good again.
Feeling really good.
Because you know the first one they say, you know, you held it together, your fitness is right. That second one come along, you might
it could be.
Might get crazy.
I mean, sometimes, you know, I wonder how's it all going, but I feel overall it's going really well.
You
I'm
look
not worried
good.
about it.
How far along are you now?
5.5 months, so about to be in that third trimester.
So it's gonna be a New Year's baby.
It is. It's looking like it's gonna be New Year's, which obviously only God knows. God, you know, is gonna bring the baby when it's time. But I kind of like this New Year's idea.
Yeah, celebration.
Well,
boy or girl? I say boy.
You say boy. Speculation on the internet, boy.
All
Swizz
right.
told me y'all haven't even found out yet. That's the truth.
Yeah, we're gonna just like let it rock for a little bit, but we are so excited. So however it goes. Hold on.
I have a question.
You got a little cold?
While she's coughing.
I have this cough. It won't leave me alone.
While she's coughing, why do people care so much about the sex of celebrities' babies?
It's just exciting.
People care about the sex of babies, period.
That's
Why?
true.
I just don't. I think it's exciting either way. Me and my wife disagree on this because when we have a child, I was up for like, let's not even find out. I know, let's get gender neutral. Let's not even worry about it and just have a surprise.
It's a lot of green, yellow.
Yeah, a lot of people like to prepare, right?
Or pink. You see what I dress gender neutral, so my baby could.
That's not gender neutral.
It's a girl's. Got it. I just never understand why the sex thing is always such a big deal.
When I went through the pregnancy thing with my lady, there's two things they ask you. How's she doing? And do you? That's it.
That's all they ask.
That's true.
That's it. Those are the two questions. And when you say, I don't really care what the sex is, they're like, no, you got one.
They're
You
like,
got one. There's something you want. You're like, nah, actually, I just want a healthy baby. Everybody says that. Nah.
I know, like, what year is this? Or is this China? It's like, I only want a boy. If I get a girl, I'm throwing it out. What are you going to say?
Oh, that's so sad.
You know how
say things like
sensitive
that about
Alicia
Alicia.
Keys is, man.
I forgot you told me. You told me
You're
she's.
making me cough more.
You told me she's positive and sensitive. You're right.
No, Alicia Keys is the most positive person I've ever met in my entire
You
life.
said sometimes almost too much to bear.
No, to the point, you know how like there's people who are super positive all the time and you suspect something's wrong with them, like they're hiding some deep, dark anger and they're gonna like explode at some point? Nah.
It's just all through and through?
You cannot upset this woman.
No, I'm sure Alicia can turn up.
I mean, no, definitely don't get it twisted. Like it definitely can happen. But really, I mean, I'm very patient. And I think I have a really good perspective on life and like things and situations. So I don't just like get, you know, some people just, they aggravated at every second. You're like, man, you're really going through it. Like this every second you aggravated. But I feel like I have a good perspective. So yeah, and I like to look at things glass half full because I believe we have the potential to do whatever we want to do. So if we want to be all negative, then that's what we're going to get. And if you want to look at something different, you know, you get it in a different way.
So New Year's Eve, this is what I think.
Oh no.
All right, when the baby, because it's New Year's Eve is the day, or New Year's Day.
Yeah, well, I mean, they say.
Roughly.
We don't
I mean, that's like
We
we're
don't
not
know.
sure. It
And
could
you're going to
be-
do
could be
natural,
Christmas.
C-section?
No, natural, 100% natural. No,
At home, at the hospital?
we do a birthing center.
Birthing center? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm into the birthing center.
You know
So
what I mean?
you got your own private room
Hugs
or you
the
clear out the
floor.
floor.
Yeah, he thinks
like,
he's an expert
no,
now.
I'm nice. I'm telling you, I'm nice.
No, tell me what happened. What's going on?
Well, I'm just saying, if Swizz is okay with it, I will come to the house and do exactly what I did when my daughter came.
what happened when your daughter came? You had to like deliver your
I
daughter?
delivered my daughter in the bathroom at our house.
Unbelievable. So you had a home birth and didn't even
Didn't
mean
plan it that way. We were, we went to the classes
By the
where
way-
we learned the positions. Don't hate. Just
No, can I just
hang on for a second.
I have a theory on this.
I think we were too prepared, right? So I had her on all fours. I was massaging her hips. We was breathing together. We was rocking and rolling.
Amazing.
And then all of a sudden, the contractions went from far apart to really close.
quickly.
To water never breaking to her being like, yo, something's happening. I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, my
To me,
gosh.
feeling down there, feeling something's happening, I lied to her and said, yo, it's just a water breaking. Calm down, relax, because I didn't want her to get upset.
Right.
Went into the bathroom. She said, I feel a balloon coming. I feels like this is her first child. She don't know.
Wow.
I look down, I see my daughter's head right there. I pull the baby out, put
Oh
it
my
on the boob, yeah,
gosh.
in the bathroom.
That's amazing.
So we could do this at your crib. Happy New Year!
Oh, Ebro Huxtable. Now I
Yeah.
like you. I do. But I'm
You don't want
just
me all
not
down in
I'm
your
just
regions.
not sure if that's
She doesn't
the
want you in her
right-
nether
You
region.
know what I mean?
Yo, Ebro, there's a theory behind this, though. I think you wanted to have a home birth.
You think so?
And he didn't want to come off as the hippy dippy that him and his girl really are. Because it doesn't add up to me, Alicia. Here's a question for you. When you're having a child, There's lots of talk. There's lots of preparation. There's all these things in place. And he really studied and focused.
I could tell.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
How is it possible that they were not able to make it to the hospital in time?
I was just wondering, like,
Thank
what?
you. It's a
Well, our problem was when we called the doctor, we had a doula too. So we had not only a doula.
Hold up. Hold up.
yeah, doula love. Doula love on Ebro in the morning.
involved, baby.
No, Ebro, come on.
Yeah,
come
he's
on
on it.
now.
So we had everything where we needed, we was ready. We went to 2 different classes, breastfeeding class. We had our whole birth plan together.
Come
Filled out the
on.
birth plan. We was rocking
This
and
all
rolling.
speaks to my theory, by the way, though, of how it was actually all meant to just happen at home.
So the doctor first. So contractions started on a Thursday at 4 p.m. The mother says, I'm good. It's early labor, but I'm good. I'm going to chill on the couch. I said, I'm going to take a nap because I had some events that night. We don't know how long this is going to go.
Right.
8:30 p.m. I wake up. I say, how you feeling? She's like, I'm good. Contractions is easy. I'm rolling. We rocking.
Exactly.
She said, I'm going to have a glass of wine because they say that helps. 8:30, I leave the house. I go to Meatpacking District to an event, back home by 10 o'clock.
Do you think that part's weird, by the way? Let's stop here for a second.
The whole meat packing thing?
Yeah, the meatpacking district. Could you leave the house? Do you think Swizzy would leave the house if you already started contractions?
I think Ebro knew that it was going to be very, very quick and that he was close enough. That
Yeah, I'm
if
right.
anything
Where I
happened-
live, it's right there. And there's no traffic.
I gotta ask the questions that people want to hear, my G.
But I hear you. I hear you though. That I was.
It's interesting, but this is where it all sets up. Because what do they know? Okay, so keep
So
going.
I get back home at 10:30. I walk in the house. She's happy. Just finished a glass of wine. She's like, I want to lay down and take a nap. We may have a long day tomorrow.
Right.
Did y'all ever think maybe we're gonna have a baby and we should go just do this somewhere?
No, because you call and they tell you what to do. They
say wait.
They say wait, stay
Okay.
at home. They tell you what you're supposed to do. So we've been
And
talking.
she didn't want to be in the emergency
She
room
did
for
not want to
hours.
rush to the hospital and
And
stay
sit.
at the hospital for 20 hours because then they start trying to pump you full of drugs and they start stressing you out and then
See,
everything's
here
crazy.
come all the crazy liberal theories,
No,
all the
no, this
hippie
is
theories from
good.
you.
This is good.
So anyway,
man.
10:30 we lay down. She wakes me up at 2 o'clock in the morning. She's like, it's time. She's like, I'm getting in the shower. Bag was packed because we had our birth plan together. I jump in the shower. She jumps in the shower. By the time I get out the shower, she's coming down the hallway to the bedroom like, yo, I need to lay down. I'm like, no. You need to get dressed.
Right.
And that's 2:30 in the morning.
Okay,
is
so
when
now
the
you
drama started.
That's where it began.
At which point I'm on the phone with the doctor. The doctor says, how long are the contractions? I said, they're about 30 seconds, but they're 8 minutes apart. She said, call back when they're a minute long.
Right.
So, clocking the contractions. Doula's on her way to the crib. Everything's moving. Next thing I know, contractions were 30 seconds, but 1 minute apart. Then they were back to back. Now we're in the danger zone.
Wow.
And the doula was in a cab, lost somewhere. So I'm at the crib, Dolo
The doula wasn't even there.
hadn't even made it yet.
Oh man.
So now the doctor, because it's 3 a.m, they had the little operator line. The operator said the doctor's gonna call you back in 20 minutes.
now you're supposed to have the doctor's cell phone.
No, it was the doctor's cell, but remember the main doctor was sleeping, so they have the operator line.
Oh man.
So they bump you to the operator line.
Oh, you're like this ain't
So
right.
it's 3:50.
This ain't right.
She's supposed to call me back 3:55. We in the bathroom. Baby's coming. It's here. It's now. This is it.
Wow. But you know what? That's how it happened. And like for so many years, I mean, that's what it was. That's what it was like. And all of a sudden, we turned it into this kind of medical procedure. So it was very natural for all that. I'm very, very
You
proud
sure you don't
of
want me
y'all.
at the crib? I could be the doula, birth coach right here.
She's very proud. She still doesn't want that.
I'm very proud of you, Ebro. I don't think so. But I'll call you after. You know, sis will call you after, be like, yo, here's what happened. The whole thing.
What do you
Alright.
get your approval of it?
whole
So,
thing.
did you ever think that you would be at this place in your life as a mother, 2 children, married, and this radiant, positive, happy? Like, when you think back to all your music career, everything you've been through, did you ever see this?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's definitely a lot of times me and Swizz, we look at each other a lot of times like, get out of here, like for real. So definitely it's because whoever thinks about what their life is going to be, you know, when you're just starting, getting things in, working really hard, and you don't really think about the, like, where is it going to end up? You know, so I think it's incredible. I can't believe it most of the time, but mostly because just being able to be a mother, being able to have a beautiful family, really being able to find like stability and happiness and like know who I am, you know, as opposed to kind of rushing around and trying to find out who I'm supposed to be for everybody else, who I am for
So
real.
you feel like things timed out perfectly because you were aware of self, then had the children or the marriage, the children,
That's true. Yeah, no, I think it was a nice evolution, like enough time to put in all my grind and all my. I mean, I'm still a crazy grinder. You know, that's just like it's in you, and it's in you. But put in all your grind, and then have a moment to kind of recognize who you are and not get lost. Thank God in the whole mix of it all, because I think it's easy to get lost in this crazy world, you know, and not be that, and just be able to continue to grow, understand what it is that I'm looking to do, what I'm looking for, and find it.
What is that? Where are you going? What I mean, I know you always doing charity, always being positive to the point where people make up negative about you. Because it's like, really, fam, you really everything's perfect. No, nobody wants to believe you.
Well, you know, I mean, I think that, like I said, I'm just a person with a certain, I believe, like, one of the things I learned early when I was about 14 was the power of words. And I used to have this habit to be like, oh, well, you know my luck. I mean, probably because you know how it goes for me, it's probably going to be like, and I would say things like that. And you'll see how your luck will go the way that you speak it. If you're saying, oh, you know my luck, oh, you know things don't ever really work out for me, but, you know, that's just where I come from, that's just who I believe it, that's where you're going to come from, that's who you're going to be, that's what's going to happen to you, like on and on and on and over again. So when I learned that, I think that really changed a lot for me, definitely my trajectory.
Hang on one second. You're distracting me. What are you doing?
I'm staring at Trinae. Because our friend Trinae, who works for us, likes to say, she's from a rough environment, she loves to say, problems follow me. I don't want to be with people. I just blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, stop saying that. You're a wonderful person. Problems don't follow you. If you're putting that out and you're seeking those things out, you're going to find problems. But if you have an attitude like that, I think those things will change. So that's why I was...
He was vibing. He was vibing with that.
Yeah, so she knew what I was saying. She knew what I was... Sorry, I apologize for the distraction.
I was like, what the...
Why are you staring at her?
I'm talking to Alicia Keys, man. Don't you know?
She's dropping gems. I'm trying to absorb the gems.
Hard. I mean, it's hard. I mean, naturally, not to say that life is easy. Life is not easy. So it's difficult to say, like, you know, when things are twisted, like you actually say to yourself, but I know that when I start to, like, it's hard to fix your mind to kind of like when everything around you is but really, if we let everything around us be that barometer for who we gonna be, you know, that's our choice then.
Do you ignore, like, completely ignore negativity, the blogs and all that when they speculate on you? Do you like, that's not even part of my life, I don't know what you're talking about?
Definitely. And plus, I don't really engage. I don't
Right.
engage really, you know what I mean? So I can't say that I'm listening to it or watching it or seeing it. Most
Right,
of the time I didn't even see that. Cause you know, I mean, all of us, we busy. You got your career you're doing, you got your work you're doing, you got your family, you got something you're working on, you got things that you know, that is definitely not, you can't just like pay attention to every single thing.
So what's the one thing you think negativity happens in your life? What does Alicia Keys say to herself or to, obviously now, Swizz, your family? What's the thing? Like, share with us the thing. What happens?
So if I experience something that is like just crazy, outlandish, negative, and I'm like, that's crazy, I'm like, that poor person, they need like a hug.
Damn, so you go straight to bless
Like,
their
I
little
feel like,
heart.
oh, they
Bless
so
that little heart.
you know what
I
they
love
need?
that.
They just need a little attention and
You
some
learned that from a
love.
black woman. You
And
learned
I
that
just,
from a
you
black
know,
woman.
and I'm
Bless
just
their
sending
little
them
heart.
love. I do, because that's all we need. We just need a little love around here.
That's good.
Yeah, you and
love.
Swizz's relationship, you guys, it just looks like you guys have so much fun.
We do have fun.
Like, even like I've seen you guys out, and when he's DJing, you've hopped on the turntables. You know, you guys just look like.
oh,
you have
he made
so
me. He made me that
much
day. He said,
fun.
all right, babe, tonight I'm gonna go out. I'm a DJ, and I need you to DJ too." And I'm like, "Huh? Yeah, I need you to DJ. I need you to come on, show these guys what you could do." I'm like, "All right, actually, let me tell you what songs I want to do." He's like, "Nah, that's what I'm saying. Come on. All right, let's do a routine. So we sitting there doing the whole
And
routine.
you practice together.
Practice the whole routine. And he's like, "All right, hold up." He goes up to the closet. He's like, "All right, here, wear this jacket.
Oh, he put an outfit together.
That's cute.
Here, wear this jacket. Wear this jacket." Come to find out, the jacket has lights on it. He's like, "Look, my jacket got lights on it. Your jacket got lights on it. It's good." It was so fun. It was definitely
That's so dope. And tell us about the birthday party. Was
my
it
gosh.
was it a complete surprise? Was he clueless?
He was clueless. So the thing is that we've gotten into this thing where we kind of have a birthday, what do you call it, competition.
Yeah, because yours was a big one, and then he had a big one last year where I went to one you did for him at the Guggenheim Museum. Remember, that was amazing. So that's kind of like every year, right?
So we have like the one time I did like this skating party for it. It was so fun. I really actually wanted to get the skate key because he grew up in the Bronx.
Classic.
And so I was like, oh, we gonna get the key back popping, and So it didn't quite work out with the skate key. I can't remember why, but we did.
I think it's closed, ain't it?
It was I think they're trying to, but I think yes. And so we did a skating party, and it was so fun. It was underneath the High Line and like on the cement. It was like old school style, and it was dope. Come to find out, him and his brothers can skate for real. Which is why I
Roller
did
skate.
it. Like they can roller skate for real,
Like with
tricks
routines and everything?
and backwards
Oh,
and
gosh.
forwards and like for real. I'm
Now,
like,
you used to have to be able to roller skate back in the day. You wasn't, that was
You
who
wasn't
could
hot.
skate for real? Funkmaster Flex skate game is crazy.
wow,
Crazy.
no,
And he still goes roller skating.
oh my
Yeah, he does
gosh.
still go roller skating, which is literally the
It's
most
bonkers.
hilarious. I got to talk to him about that one. That's
I need
hilarious.
is there some video on that? I'd like to see some.
You
of
know,
that.
I know.
It's hard to catch Flex on video.
Hey,
doing
yo, Flex,
crazy.
Alicia Keys wants to see you roller skating, my man.
I definitely want to see some video on that. So that was dope. So this year we did this Coming to America theme, which was hilarious because while we were together one night, we were like watching old school movies and we're like, oh, let's watch Coming to America. So we're watching Coming to America. And, that part, the whole part where he's first getting married and the woman comes down and they do the whole dancing and the flower petal girls and he is in the bath with it. And it was just so hilarious. It's so much fun. And I was like, I know what I'm doing this year. So he had no idea because we kind of made him think he was going to this dinner with his homeboys, and someone real special to him came to that dinner, and he was totally like thrown off. So we thought like that was his moment and everything. And then all of a sudden, the girls came to the restaurant with the flower petals and started walking him down the street, throwing the flowers in front of him.
Yeah.
No, you started it like that.
So good.
And so he's like, what's going on? And all his homies and all of us planned everything, like every single piece. Everyone took a specific part and everything, and it was so dope. So by the time he walks into the spot, and like we're doing the whole African dance, and it was by the time I came down and saw his face, he just looked at me like, babe, what the fuck? What is going on? What's happening right now? It was dope. So he definitely was totally confused, definitely didn't expect
Yeah,
it.
That's amazing.
So now he's got to one up you, right?
Nah, because what he did for me last year was so much. I told him he threw me my 60th birthday party. I was like, what kind of birthday? Like this
Wait,
is like
what was last year?
my birthday. He just did this incredible thing for me, and it was such a surprise and all.
Was it a major birthday?
No.
It was just cuz.
It was an
Some
in-between.
random I was like, didn't you want to wait till like the next one? But no, I want to do it when I want to do it because it doesn't matter. Every day is your birthday, so it was real sweet.
Yeah, by the way, was anyone else here incredibly curious when she said who the person is who meant a lot to Swizz, who showed up to dinner that would floor Swizz? You know what I'm saying? Because Swizz meets a lot of people.
You guys pay so much attention. I like it.
That's all. You're
Well, you can ask him. Bring him back to the show.
Yeah,
and
no, I wouldn't ask
him.
you.
He
Sure.
went,
Yeah.
when I told him he was coming by, he kind of ignored that text. He didn't want me to get you and him in the same room at the same time.
Also, Swizz once hit me about Alicia too. And Swizz and I know each other, and we have a very pleasant relationship, but don't know each other well. And I said something critical about Alicia on Twitter, and he hit me back and he was like, "Yo, my man," and I was like, "Oops, my bad." It wasn't mean spirited.
Sorry,
It
you
wasn't.
trying to talk shit about me on Twitter?
Yeah, Keys.
Like for real?
I was critical of one song. It was never anything personal.
Oh my god.
It was just a song. It
no,
was
but
just-
it's true. He's like obsessive.
No, he hit me and was
will
like-
find anybody.
no,
You
he
might have 6 followers.
I have the same problem.
He will find you, and he'll be like,
Yo, my
For the
man.
record, I have more
"You
than 6
ain't mean
followers.
what you said, did you?"
Yeah.
He will find you.
I was like, yo, Swizz, all due respect. It was Girl on Fire, I think. I just didn't connect to me. I'm not a girl. It didn't
Right.
connect to me. And
That's
I said
all right.
something. It was like
That's
you were
all right.
performing it somewhere, and I was like, I don't know about Girl on Fire. He was like, yo, my man. I was like, it's one song. I love Alicia Keys. Swizzy. Showtime.
Yo, Alicia Keys is here. She just told me I get a pass. So no, if I screw anything up, Swizz, don't come for me.
No,
I
you had a
pass.
doula.
I had a doula. I birthed my own child, delivered
Yes.
my own child.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You guys also, let's be honest, you guys have a little extra biracial bond. Is
That's
that
right. We both got white mamas.
is
true.
white mom, black
It's
dad, both of
true.
y'all? Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
connection.
It's
That's
a
real.
beautiful
But she
thing.
got the crazy Jamaican thing though.
But you know what? That's for some reason that's a mistake.
What do you mean?
I don't have Jamaican.
What is-
I'm not Jamaican.
So what's your father?
My father is like his mother was born in Maryland. He was
So where
born
did
in,
Jamaica
like,
thing
Harlem.
come from?
I don't know. It's something like thank you.
So
for
he's just
clearing
regular
that
black.
up.
He just regular black.
Yeah, But it's all good. I love being called Jamaican because I relate.
It's tight.
You know what I mean? So it's cool.
Alicia Keys, this I am here, or what is it? Hashtag we are here.
Yeah,
What kind of charity? What is this charity? Because you're always doing charity. You're
Right.
always giving back. That's your thing, super positive. Why are you squinting at me like that? Why are you doing that?
Because he's over here calling it a charity. And although there is an element of this that has a charitable element, it's really not that. We Are Here is started with a song. You know what I mean? It started with a song, and it started with a question. I was with a group of my folks, and they were like, one person asked me, why are you here? And the question was like, why are you here on this earth?
Oh.
Of course,
And I
Alicia
was
Keys
like-
sits around at dinners where people ask questions like, "Why are you here?"
I thought they was trying to be disrespectful.
I
Like,
know.
I'm here
What do
because you
mean?
invited me.
Why are you here?
I'm here to eat.
No, in this world, why are you here?
No, but seriously, that's a question, right? So to let you know, I never have been asked that question before.
Okay.
This is the first time.
All right, it's on every meal.
Right? It's not every meal we
Why
all
are
talk
we
like
here?
this. But it was a deep question for me. I said, wow. So I started throwing that question to everybody that I passed. We went to the studio, we were writing, we were working on my record, and I was like, why are you here? And why are you here? And we went around the room. My boy Cross, Grady, Pick.
What up, Grady?
Swizz. Everybody. We were in the room with Mark, Lily, and we just talking about. So it was like this deep conversation, really, really ill. So that moved into this song called We Are Here. And so what also was a part of that whole conversation was everything that we're going through in the world, because I think no matter who we are, we're looking at the news, it don't matter, you on your social media, you look anywhere, you're going to see what's going on. Obviously, Ferguson, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, and things that are happening in Syria, Gaza, Israel, Nigeria, Haiti, all over the world. It's like, whoa, it's explosive freaking ISIS situation and decapitate. It's
Everywhere.
like it's an overload, right? So that's also what we were talking about too. And so the answer to the question that came back of why we are here after all that dialogue was we're here for all of us. And so I think it's this feeling that we go through life, and sometimes, you know, we feel like, well, I live over here, so I don't really know what you're going through over there, and you live over. But sometimes there are times in the world where it doesn't matter where we live, and we can actually understand kind of the frustration, the pain, and the outrageousness of what's going on. And I believe that's now. So that's where We Are Here started
Got
from.
it.
And then I was like, well,
So I really screwed that up.
no, that's all right. It's
Nah,
not.
We're not there.
I sound stupid.
Nah.
I sounded stupid.
Nah,
It's cool.
you didn't. It's
I
all
feel
right because you
stupid.
have
Generally
a doula.
speaking,
I don't
She's
even know why I'm here
explaining.
either. I still
She's
don't
breaking
even know
it
why I'm
down.
here.
No, because you have a past because you had a doula. You know what I mean?
Talk about
That's
so
why
you
you're
take-
here.
So
To pay
I'm
doulas.
here to deliver children.
Cliff
Come
Huxtable.
on.
No.
No.
Cliff Huxtable.
No.
First of all, that's an amazing purpose. If you flipped and did that, be
Talk
kinda
about. I
ill.
mean, New Year's Eve.
That'd be right with anybody
we
but
gotta-
me. That'd be really
Yeah,
good.
that'd be really nice.
Anybody but her. But there's also, you do have a platform where people can donate, right?
So yes, so then I started throwing this question to everybody, and so that's why I was just anyone just online all over the place, and everybody started feeling it. Like, I'm here for the innovation. I'm here for, you know, to temper tempers. Somebody said I'm here. So it's all types of things that people come up with, and I thought that was really dope. And yes, so then I started this place where it's called the WeAreHereMovement.com, because I realized as I'm sitting with my homies and my friends and my people, I'm like, we're all going crazy about what's going on, but what do we do?
Right.
So we're all looking at the Ferguson situation, and we're on television, and we're looking at CNN, and we're beefing, and like, this is crazy, this is messed up, and what do we do? You know what I mean? What is there to do? So WeAreHereMovement.com is really about gathering voices. So you go on there and you just sign your name up. You just sign your name up and you sign up your voice so that we can be in contact, because I believe that there's a lot of things we can do. There's petitions, there's rallies, there's protests, there's ways that we can gather a certain number of voices, say 300,000 voices, take it to our leaders and be like, look, 300,000 people
Are saying this.
are saying that's not happening anymore.
Right.
And we can change it, but we have to have the direct action of what
And
to
the
do.
collective movement, like that glue, so and that purpose.
Definitely. It has to be massive people. It's not going to happen just me or just you, you know. So that's one of the things it's all about. It's not about me. It's about we, how we can do this together. So the WeAreHereMovement.com is about gathering voices. And on that movement, it's also 12 organizations that are doing incredible work, like the Trayvon Martin Foundation, which is about gun reform and senseless gun laws. And then a War Child, which is about children in war-torn areas who, after all the cameras go and say, look what's happening in Syria, these kids are still twisted.
Yeah.
And what happens after that? And then there's, you know, there's equality, there's prison reform, there's gay rights and human rights, and it's education, women's voices, all of that. So hopefully you go on there and you might find one of these organizations that inspire you. And if not, you sign up your name, and we're gonna be in contact, and we'll be able to.
And it
start
gives you
talking
purpose.
about-
It gives you purpose because there's people out there who need that too. It drives them. Can we go a little deeper?
Yeah.
In that vein, because
Deeper than why are you here? That's deep.
Why are you? I need to
Because-
think of that question because I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
Because yourself and Swizz are not only active, but you also operate in an environment that many of us aren't privy to. Very wealthy people hire you to do events, right? You guys fly to Dubai on private jets, and
Swizz's Instagram is
you're hanging out with.
It's like a museum.
You're hanging out with oil sheiks and this one and that one, and then I mean, from what we see, I don't know. But in that world, right, is this a conversation that's taking place? Are they also, these people with incredible amounts of wealth, are they trying to solve these things, or are they just consumed trying to acquire more wealth? Because I think regular folks like us, we see these rich people that 1%, and we're like, yeah, they don't give a fuck about us. They just getting rich, capitalism, this, that. Are these conversations happening? Because you operate in those circles, and you're probably the closest many of us may come to that.
You
type
know
of
what?
work.
I think that's an amazing question. I think that's a really good question. And what I believe is that no matter who we are, we might be on Block 125th Street in Lenox, or we might live in Dubai, wherever you might live. We are all looking for a purpose, and a lot of times what we're shown, what we see is what we think is what we're supposed to do. So a lot of even say more wealthier people, maybe all they think they're supposed to do is acquire. All they're supposed to do is create the next business. All they're supposed to do is make sure that they have this income and that income. But we're all looking for a purpose. So even them, all of us, if I'm saying this is what I'm working on, what do you think? Why are you here? And I start breaking down this question to them and start involving them in this opportunity for like us to join as a real coalition, like a movement. They get really emotional, because people have their own things that they're going through, their own things they've witnessed in their families or in their areas, in their neighborhoods, and they might feel guilty, or they might feel like they don't know what to do about it as well. Same as we look at CNN like, what am I supposed to do about this? So might they. What do? I give money to where? And what happens when I give money? What do they do? So I find that when I can talk about this on any level, it definitely does give people a thought process that they might not be on before. And I think that's what this is about, that dialogue.
Do you have an expectation of because I've heard people with wealth talk about how they're not really fans of charity. They're fans of supporting people who want to work towards a goal, but they're not fans of just giving away money with no kind of like end result in me doling out this cash. Do you have those conversations? Do you feel that way? Because some people get mad when I say, yo, man, I don't give charity, but I'll help out. If there's work being done, I'm jumping in to help on the work. But I'm not just handing you some money and being like, here you go, here's some money. And you don't know or have a plan of what you're about to do.
I think that's a good point, But I think, first of all, nobody really wants to be handed out money either. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, we could all, well, maybe. But what I mean is, yeah, okay, sure, we could all use some cash and it can help you to a certain degree. But if you don't have a plan, like even just Tom, Joe, John, Shaquem, whoever, if you don't have a plan.
Shaquem.
Don't talk about Shaquem again.
You know what
That's
I
my
mean?
guy.
That's
I
my
don't like
dude.
bringing up
Man.
Shaquem.
I felt like he was trying to
willy-nilly.
Shaquem.
Shaquem's real.
My point is, if you don't have a plan, then you can't expect anybody to want to support you because you don't have a plan as to what's your next step. You know what I mean? So yeah, you could get money for this moment, but you don't have a plan, it's not going to last. You're not going to get to the next moment. So I definitely think we all do want to have a sense of empowerment too.
But for the record, Ebro, but for the record, there are websites that can tell you, for example, which charities do the most and exactly what they do and how they spend your money. So you can feel comfortable giving money to a certain charity if you trust certain websites that rate these charities.
Yeah, but how do you know which ones to trust? I think not everybody.
I think if you do the research, there are ones that are pretty clear. You can find out how they spend their money. It breaks it down.
You said something real important there. Doing research, right? So that's required. It takes some work. Is that what you're saying? That's what you're saying.
So, for example, here's a good example. So, I was giving charity at the end of, like, right before tax season ended.
Giving to a charity.
Giving to a charity.
Okay.
And that's a good time to give because you get a tax write-off. So it's like you might as well, you're giving away money that you're not going to get anyway, so you really should give it away. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't do that's not the only time I give all year.
Try to clean it up.
But it's the main,
sounded crazy.
It's the main time it is the main time that I just write a check.
Talk about it.
So I go through and look, and I found a couple of dope local charities that weren't hard, and they're here, New York local charities that have high ratings, and you can see what they do. and they're pretty dope. But it's not that hard.
You said ratings.
Yes.
By
They'll
who?
rate a group. I mean, yes. If you want to break it down, not trust anyone. There's it's a group. It's another organization, a nonprofit that studies.
I mean, we just hear
charities.
these horror stories about charities burning people, or you donating 70% of the money they collect goes to staffing and running their business.
Well, that
and
part's
then-
real. I mean, and there are a lot of expenses that are weird like that for sure. But
And also, I think people don't necessarily know what they want to give to, or they don't know what's necessarily important to them, or they haven't been turned on yet to that thing that, like, wow, I don't like that that's going on. I do like that work that they're doing, which is why weareheremovement.com is also about to expose you to things that maybe you didn't get a chance to really understand, and you can say, that's crazy. That means something to me. Like this organization called All Out, it's saying that in there are countries in the world that being gay is punishable by death. Like, punishable by death. What? And then there's like 77 countries where it's illegal, just straight up illegal. Like, you will go to jail. Like, so you might be outraged by that. You might feel like that's crazy. I don't like that. I want to support this organization. So it's really, again, it's also about turning you on to your passions too, because I think we all are giving people. We all care. Maybe we can't do it every day. Maybe we can't do anything. Maybe we can only volunteer, or maybe we can just spread the word.
And time, giving your time
is major.
is almost as important as just giving money, because
better.
it's harder.
It's harder and it's more fulfilling, honestly, when you actually get down and get your hands dirty and really help some people out. It's actually more fulfilling.
You do. You feel good.
Just because you held one hammer at
Listen, let me tell you something. Me and Habitat for Humanity, y'all
Ebro-
need me to
Ebro-
build a
Ebro
house
picked
out
up
here.
one
I
hammer.
support.
No, you did a good job.
Oh, that was you.
I did one hammer. Hey, this is a random
Alicia
question.
Keys, listen. You see how they hate on me? I deliver children. I build homes.
Wait, you've been
You
good.
are here.
You are here.
I'm here.
That's
I have
why
a
you're.
purpose.
You
He's
are
here for those
here,
two
man.
things. You're here to build homes and deliver children.
You are here.
You mentioned every time you say Ebro Huxtable, I keep getting this thing that I could be wrong about. But were you on an episode of the Cosby Show?
I was on the
How old
Cosby
were
Show.
you?
Like 4. or
Yo,
5.
it was the episode where Cliff had the kids bouncing on their
Yes.
knees.
It is that one?
How you know that?
Come here, sit on my lap.
No, Ebro.
See,
That's your
Ebro?
man.
Okay, so this is when you
know,
know
all
all
these
my
things.
Wait, so were you on an episode?
Swizz
Ebro.
on my knees. Swizz
Come
on
on
my-
now,
Were you on an episode with Peter?
Peter.
You used to call me
there.
Peter. I know. A chubby Peter. You got
Yo.
to meet Peter?
I believe I met Peter.
Yo, Peter whooped her ass though. She was the champ, like with the Cliff
No,
Huxtable.
I did that. Peter ain't win that.
Nah,
I
the
won
fat
that.
white kid got
no,
on after you.
I won that.
Nah, B.
Yes,
Peter
I
whooped
did.
your ass,
Go ahead,
man.
bring it up on YouTube. I won.
Yo, so can we get into this song? Because there's a video for this.
Yeah.
And there's music that goes with this
There
video.
is,
So we can
there
get
is.
into that right now.
Let's
You can
do
intro.
that.
Did we not touch on anything with Alicia Keys?
I think we touched on like.
We got a lot. I mean, listen, we honestly got nothing. We didn't even break the surface. She's an iconic artist. However, we did a pretty good job. I'm comfortable with it.
All right.
You good with it?
You feel like we left anything out?
Why are you here?
I know. Once I figure out why I'm here, I am here to report on friends' relationships to the public.
I'm not sure about that
Yeah,
one.
let's-
I'll explain it to you later.
Thank you for coming by.
Love, man.
Hey, yo, and if there's anything locally in New York City that you're doing, because I know you're active here, especially in the music scene, especially with young people in music, we
Definitely.
would love to, because we hear from a lot of young people that as New York changes and is going through dramatic economic changes, right? Things are very expensive. People are getting pushed out. And there's a lot of schools in bad neighborhoods that just aren't getting funding. There's a lot of things happening, right? So people
Education
need.
is important.
So if you guys are doing anything or you want to get active, I would love to figure out ways to at least give people an opportunity to learn how to play the little things, learning an instrument, right? Getting a chance to go to the studio, anything. Learn how to write songs.
Yes.
Anything that you could do.
Nah, I feel you 1,000%. There's so much, and we here together to do
We
this.
here.
And New Year's Eve.
We are here.
I'll be at the Beats Mansion.
We are
delivering
here.
a child.
No.
Swizzy, I'm on my way.
No.
Baby.
Thanks, Alicia.